Hello science lovers and fiction lovers. Today's science to fiction title is The Breath of Gaia. This fiction was inspired by global water use efficiency saturation due to increased vapor pressure deficit, a science research paper authored by Fei et al. The paper link is provided in the description. Enjoy the show. The Breath of Gaia. In a future not too distant from our own, the world had transformed. The skies, once a clear blue canvas, had become a tapestry of swirling grays and whites, painting a picture of change. The earth, our nurturing Gaia, had begun to breathe differently, her inhalations deep and her exhalations vast, as if trying to speak to her children in a language forgotten by time. Amidst this transformation lived Arya, a young botanist who had dedicated her life to understanding the silent whispers of the flora that adorned Gaia's surface. She was not just a scientist, she was a listener, a translator of the subtle shifts in the leaves and the quiet sighs of the roots. Arya's world was one where the ratio of carbon assimilation to water evapotranspiration, the very breath of the ecosystem, was expected to rise, to flourish with the increasing carbon dioxide that humanity had pumped into the atmosphere. But the reality was different, puzzling. The plants were not thriving as the models had predicted. Instead, they seemed to be gasping, their growth stunted, their leaves curling with an unseen strain. It was on a day like any other that Arya stumbled upon the truth. The vapor pressure deficit had increased, an invisible force pressing down on the plants, suffocating them, enhancing their water loss, and depressing their ability to photosynthesize. It was as if Gaia was running a fever, her body's natural regulation disrupted by the heat. Arya's discovery was monumental. It defied the expectations of her peers, who had long believed that the rising carbon dioxide would be a boon, a catalyst for a greener, more lush world. But Arya saw the saturation, the plateau of the ecosystem's water use efficiency. It was a saturation that spoke of a balance disturbed, of a harmony disrupted. As she delved deeper into her research, Arya realized that the future of Gaia's breath, the coupling of the terrestrial carbon and water cycles, was at risk. The projections were dire, the increased vapor pressure deficit would not relent, and the delicate dance between carbon and water that sustained life was faltering. But Arya was not one to succumb to despair. With her newfound knowledge, she embarked on a mission to restore the balance, to find a way for Gaia to breathe freely once more. She worked tirelessly, her hands stained with soil, and her mind alight with possibilities. Through her efforts, Arya became a beacon of hope, a symbol of the resilience of life. Her story was a testament to the power of understanding, of listening to the silent language of our planet. And though the path was fraught with challenges, Arya's resolve never wavered, for she knew that the breath of Gaia was the breath of us all. In the end, Arya's legacy was not just in the plants she saved or the balance she helped restore. It was in the message she left behind, that to care for our world, we must listen to its breath, understand its rhythms, and respect the delicate equilibrium that sustains us. This science fiction is based on the paper titled Global Water Use Efficiency Saturation Due to Increased Vapor Pressure Deficit by Fei et al., published on Science. The paper link is provided in the description. See you next time. Oh, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet.